There's another person inside of you. A healthy person. A fit person screaming to get out. Tyme Fitness will help you find that fit person. Tyme Fitness clients eat to live, not live to eat. 95% of you dream of a flat stomach but have no clue on how to make that happen. Tyme Fitness is the master of making that stomach disappear. Want to look younger? Tyme Fitness. Isn't it time you take care of you? Contact us now for a free 2-pound protein powder meal replacement, 2 free guest passes, 1-time free Tyme Fitness t-shirt. Each client gets personal training guide and workout journal. Tyme Fitness will help you live a healthy lifestyle and improve your quality of life. www.tymefitness.com 773-458-5084. Living out of town? No problem. Tyme Fitness can still work with you each month. Ask us how. Tyme Fitness. www.tymefitness.com.
Fitness. I'm your host, Tyme, aka the Stomach Doctor. I make stomachs disappear. Proof. Hey, how y'all been doing? What y'all been doing the last 6-7 days since the last time we spoke? Have you all been making progress in your life while it's living healthy? Hey, mad shouts out to Winning Victory Through Christ, the CEO Franklin Morris, extraordinary job, continuing to move this station forward. I like the vision. I like what we're doing here. I like the expanding. I'll be having my own station in the near future. And I'm so excited about that, to have my own channel. Nothing but fitness and motivational stuff. Super excited about that. Can't wait. I'm going to also take my channel to another level. I'm going to have guests. I'm going to have food. I'm going to talk about the body inside. Because, see, the internal creates the outternal. The fruit creates what we see. See, the root creates the fruit. So if it ain't good inside, it ain't good outside. If it's good inside, it's good outside. That's why you have to constantly work on yourself physically and mentally in private. See, what you do in private shows what you do in public. How you act in private, you act the same way in public. What you eat in private, you weigh in public. I work on myself all the time in private, behind the scenes. So it shows when I get out in public. My actions, my attitude, my confidence, my health, my physique, because I work on it. My mind, I works on all that. That's my job. My job is to take care of myself. My job is not a 9 to 5. I ain't got nothing against people with 9 to 5. That ain't my job. My job ain't working myself to death. Then at the end of your working days, you have very little to show for it, because the average person, when they retire, they don't have $5,000 in their bank account. They've been on work 20, 30, 40 years. They do not have $5,000 in their bank account. What they don't get out of all that work is bad health, body broke down, bad habits. Most of the people. I'm just being truthful. Don't cut me off. We just got started. We haven't even got started yet. Just the introduction. But it's only the truth. I started this journey like a long time ago. 20-something years, 27, 28 years ago. And I'm still on the journey, and I'm getting better and better every year, because God said the older you get, the better you're supposed to get. But the world said the older you get, you're supposed to wither. But God didn't say that. God said you're supposed to get stronger. But unfortunately, most of us, the older we get, we wither because we don't take care of ourselves. It can change. It can change in a moment. All you got to do is change your direction. The circumstance may not change overnight, but your directions will change overnight. And that's all you got to do. You can start today. Soon as you get through watching me. By your first meal, eat half of it. It can go simpler than that. Don't eat till 11 o'clock every day. In 2 weeks, you'll see a difference. In 1 week, you'll see a difference. If you work on yourself, small steps is big steps in disguise. People say that's too little. No, it's really big. It's the way your perception views it. We got to stop living shadow lives. We got to stop living small lives. We got to stop eating all this bad food. Let's pivot for a moment. Hey, what happened earlier this week with the election, I know they took a lot of people by surprise. It took me by surprise. I'm just not getting over the punch drunk. But hey, that's in the past. We got to move forward. We really got to start eating healthy now because you already know what they're going to do. First thing they're going to do, they're going to cut out Obamacare. So they're going to make it hard for us to get medical help, medication. They're going to make all that, they're cutting all that out. They're going to make it hard for us to get it. So we have to depend on ourselves. And to have a chance for these next 4 years, because it's going to be HEALTY with a lot of things. So we can't worry about the politics. I never worry about politics. This is the first time I barely follow it because it was a strong Black woman. But usually I don't pay that no mind because that don't apply to me. I have my own philosophy. That's why you can't look at the news and Facebook. It'll scare you to death. It was built to scare you. It was built to blind you. It was built to keep you terrified. Stop looking at that stuff. It's only someone's opinion. So you got to depend on yourself more than ever now. Because if you don't, you're going to be left on the side of the road. I've been saying it for the longest. This world has turned to survival of the fittest. Whoever going to be the fittest in their body and in their mind is going to make it through. Ones who ain't fit in their body and their mind, they're going to be left behind. That's how it go. They already spending billions and billions of dollars on medication. Medicare spent $43 billion on medication last year. That's astounding. They finna cut all that out. So our only thing left is to eat to live, not live to eat. We have to cut all that out because we gonna be in bad shape. You think we in bad shape now? It's gonna even be worse. But we got to take care of ourselves. We can't depend on no one. We have to stop depending on other people anyway. That's our problem. We always depend on other people to take care of us, to give us something. We got to get our own stuff. Forget about that. The politicians. That stuff. Listen. Ever since that Tuesday, I ain't looked at that stuff no more. I'm not gonna look at it no more. It have no interest no more. I have my own philosophy, my own way of living. I don't worry about that, what they gonna cut out. I don't worry about that. I'm worrying about me. Focus on myself. I need you all to do the same thing. To focus on yourself. Stop looking at outside noise. Everything you need is in you. Your future is in you. Living in the moment is in you. Everything you need, you don't need nothing else. You are more than enough. You don't need nobody. You just need to get focused and get some discipline and get better habits and get better thoughts in your head. Once you get better thoughts in your head, you will see a new reality. If you keep on with the same old reality, the same environment thinking, you know, the same pity thinking, the same give me a handout thinking, you will never see a different reality. So therefore, you will always stay the same. Most people always stayed the same all their life. I know people ain't grown a inch. They don't got wider, but they haven't grown an inch, especially in their head. They've been doing the same thing ever since I don't know how long. Same thing. I thought when I had first got out of prison back in '98, and I went over to my friend's house, and all of them was over there doing the same thing, and I was like, wow. I was gone 3.5 years, and I came home, and they doing the same thing, still getting high, still selling drugs, whatever. I thought that was a long time, 3.5 years. Now, fast forward like 5 or 26 years later, I got some friends still doing the same thing. Just like 29, 30 years, they still doing the same thing. I even know people, they still think the same way. They still go to the same places, you know. So most of us is programs. If you wake up every morning with the same emotions and with the same thinking patterns and do the same thing, you are a program ran off of habits. So whenever a situation come up by you doing the same thing, it'll automatically click in and you'll do what you've been doing. Oh, I can break that down, but I ain't got time. I got another event I got to speak at this morning. I'm so excited. You know what I'm saying? So I really ain't got time to do that. But I am here to encourage y'all. You got to start eating better. You got to exercise because we don't know what's coming down the pipe. But what we do know, because listen, he already had laid the map out. I can't believe all them people voted for him. He already said he gonna do this, he gonna do that. Everything is bad what he said, and he gonna do this, and people still voted for him. You know why? Because people has a need to believe in somebody. They have a need to depend on somebody. That's how churches be so big. Because a lot of people go to church to be told what to do. The pastor tell them, to do this and do that and do this and fast here and don't eat here. They got a lot of nerve with the eating bad shape they in. They should never talk about eating and exercise, which they don't. But they try and tell someone else what to do. Most people need to be told what to do. Church give orders out. I know someone. It's amazing how she go to church and she do all what they say. You got to be here. If you don't feel like you still got to come, and you got to stand by the door. You got to stand in the hallway. What? That's crazy. We don't use our own mind. That's how church has so many members. They need to be told what to do. They let one person follow them. It's really a cult. I'm just being truthful. Don't stone me. You need to give this much. When I used to go to church, and I also the biggest tither in the church, every church I went to. I do believe in tithing. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in that. But you got to give out your heart, not when someone tell you what to do. You give out your heart. You want to help the kingdom move forward. I've always been a great giver. I have a charity. I'm a philanthropist. I always give. That's what I do. That's my passion. That's my number one passion, giving. And 1B is healthy. But they probably run neck to neck. Because if I ain't in good health, I can't give good. So I like giving. I ain't talking about that. I like that. I love giving. You're supposed to help. And this is some crazy stuff about the immigrants. People really feel, want to just throw them away. They human. We in the United States. We powerful. We supposed to take care of people like that. But some people, with their small, itty-bitty thinking, saying we don't. I don't understand that. We're supposed to help everybody. I mean, listen, this world is so weak. It's easy to get ahead these days. Simple, easy, because the world is so weak. They so terrified. If they voted for him, this is a weak world. I'm just being for real. This is a weak world. It's easy to get ahead because most people got weak minds. If you got a weak mind, you ain't got a strong body. Let me say that again. If you got a weak mind, you don't have a strong body. In these days, you got to have a strong body. You got to have a strong mind. We finna enter to different territory, uncharted territory. We on our way there. So we got to arm ourselves up with good health, with a strong mind. We got to do some reading. Reading strengthens you. Most people need a fitness education in reading. Those who don't read, they ain't no better than those who don't know how to read. If you don't read, you ain't no better than the ones who don't know how to read. Reading is your superpower. That's two things I do all the time. Reading, exercising, eating healthy, sleep habits. That's my superpower. That's why whenever I go somewhere, I own the space. No problem. They give me the space. I ain't got to say I own it because I'm prepared. Opportunities find a person who's prepared. If you ain't prepared, opportunities ain't coming your way. They running from you. Why they come your way? You ain't prepared to receive it. You got to always be preparation. Determines your performance. Opportunity stalks a person who is prepared. Opportunities find me. I went to acting audition yesterday. I know I'm gonna get the part. The director was there. He said, "Hey, you look good. You look good. Get in character. Get in character." And I got in character. He's like, "Great job. I felt that." Get on my resume. It's a new TV series coming out. I know I'm gonna be there. Every time I go for something, I know I'm gonna get it. That's my mindset. I know I'm gonna dominate it. I'm coming in to dominate without saying a word. My presence. But see, I'm prepared. I'm just not starting off with the acting. I got a nice acting coach, and I'm just starting off. I'm gonna dominate. I'm modeling clothes, commercial print. I'm dominating the field. All I kept on saying, all I need is networking. Now I don't got everything together. Got my body super, super, super tight. Now I'm finna go dominate. So what I'm saying is, you all can have that same mindset, but you gotta work on your body. You gotta stop eating all that processed food, all that sugar. It'll take years off your life with your appearance, because people judge you on your appearance. Like yesterday, she judged me off my appearance when she made that statement. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. This is the type of world we live in. So you got to work on your appearance. You get all type of breaks. People treat you like a rock star if you're in shape. That's just how it goes. Because very few of us is in shape. Most of us rather eat donuts and cappuccino and McDonald's and Burger King, all that garbage. Drink liquor, smoke all that other stuff. We can't do that. It's a different type of world. We got to we don't know what's coming down the pipe. We do not know. So we got to get this thing together, y'all. I got to go, but leave y'all with this. Let's start exercising, eating healthy. Y'all need my assistance. Don't procrastinate. Give me a call. Inbox me, 773-458-5084. Stop sitting on the sideline. The world do not give away participation trophies. Get out the bleachers. There's the champions, and there's everybody else on the sideline talking crazy, eating hot dogs with Diet Coke. No, get into the game of life, any age. That's my book. I want to start pushing my book, Reinventing Your Life at Any Age. Never too late to be what you always wanted to be. Never too late. Listen, I got to go. Warren Buffett, he didn't start making 90% of his billions until he was 65 and after. 65 and after when he started making all his money. The Colonel, he was like 66 when he started cooking chicken. 66 was 67. So I read about another guy that started a big company. He started at 70. So I'm 63, be 64 in a little while. That's fired me up. Most of y'all is not older than me. If y'all is older than me, you can get healthy and live your dream. Start your business. Y'all younger than me, do the same thing. Get a side hustle. Then you'll lead at 9 to 5. Stop trying to make other people rich. They're giving you crumbs and you making them rich, working yourself in bad health. When people do overtime, that's crazy. The more overtime you do, the more money they take out. Remember, business owners, they spend and then pay taxes. 9 to 5 clock watchers. You pay taxes, then what's little left you spend. Ain't that something? So that's something to think about yourself. Start doing your passion on the side, still work, build that up, till the job see you. That's how that go. Hey, y'all, I need y'all to catch me back here next week. Tell people, you know it's a good show. It's a good show. It's a good show. Hey, I got to go. Hey, remember, God markets his kingdom through us. So we got to be in good shape, good mindset, good habits, so people can see us and say, I want some of that. I can see that shine on him. God is working with him. I want that. But they don't want to see us broke down, overweight. They're not going to want that. So let's start working on that. And I see y'all next week. Stay solid.
It's time to introduce you to Tyme, T-Y-M-E, the guy who is unique and multi-talented and confident. The mission, to satisfy clients and give them the best service possible. Tyme is a person who gives 100% and is always laser focused. It's from motivational speaking, acting, modeling clothes, fitness coach, a live radio show talking about living a healthy lifestyle for life. Tyme is also an author, and not to mention an ordained deacon. Tyme is also a businessman that sells furs, minks, and leather coats. Tyme is a role model for the world. His biggest talent? Giving. Giving is an art, and Tyme is a charity called Cheerful Giver. God loves a cheerful giver, which by now you have figured out that Tyme is very creative and loves working with his toolbox, aka his mind. If you need Tyme's services, contact 773-458-5084 or email thebody1@yahoo.com. TYME. It's time.